Today on Another World.
Mac, can you hear me? You've got to get away from her.
It's not Mac I want now. No. Don't run away. If you do, I'm still Mac.
Hello. Miranda Bishop. This is Joey Perini.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Joey is my fiancé, and Miranda is my aunt.
Will you tell me why everyone is so hell-bent on believe everything Rachel says and nothing that Janice says?
Rachel has been trying to get her from the beginning.
There's something you should know.
No, I don't want to hear any more explanations of Rachel's wild theories.
He did seem quite happy the few times I saw him.
Oh, you're going to see a lot more of him when he and Janice get back to Bay City. I really want you to get to know her. She's a wonderful girl.
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
Drop it.
It was Rachel all along, wasn't it? You betrayed me for Rachel.
Put the knife down, Janice.
Can you hear me? You've got to get away from her.
It's not Mac I want now. No. Don't run away. If you do, I'll kill Mac.
What's happening? Rachel?
Nothing. It's all over.
Darling, you're crying. What? Oh, Rachel! Oh, my God! My kid! Oh, Rachel, please!
Mac, I know you're sick. I'm going to get help. I'm going to get help. I'm going to get help. Please, hold on. Hold on, Mac. Hold on. Mitch.
Due to the temporary illness of Beverly McKinsey, the role of Iris Bancroft is currently being played by Carol Shelley.
If that's what you're thinking.
It wasn't?
Oh, no, there were lots of breakups during that marriage.
Did she fool around while they were separated?
Yes, but discreetly. You know, men like Brian and Kevin are still taken in by her because they don't know who she really is.
How close did she come from taking Brian away from you?
Well, she was seeing him constantly for a while, fortunately. I was willing to reconcile with Brian, and we got back together before things went too far.
What if Pat wouldn't have let him go back to you? What would have happened?
She's no match for me. I know all her tricks.
Then she shouldn't be a match for me either.
Good. You think she's still pursuing Kevin?
She says she's not. Kevin says she's not.
She is not using me. She is helping me. And I'm really sick and tired of you coming up with a suspicious motive every time she supports me.
Well, she usually has one.
Oh, I've had enough about Janice, all right? She is a very decent, kind, good human being who you happen to dislike.
Probably the management asking us to lower our voices.
Oh, hello, Iris.
Am I disturbing you?
Would you like to come in?
Thank you.
Well, Iris, could I mix you a drink?
No, thank you. I've just come from Rena. I've decided to have a few people in for cocktails in about half an hour.
Oh, that sounds very nice.
I thought perhaps you and Gwen might like to come.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, thank you.
So, I can't expect you, Willis.
You certainly can. I'll see you in a few minutes, Iris.
Well, that'll be wonderful. Nice talking to you, Gwen.
Yes, darling, I'm here.
What's going on, Doc?
Pulse respiration. The doctor's here. He's going to make you better, Mac.
50. Pulse 40. Respiration rapid and regular. Get me dextrose water, 5%. How long have you been with me? Lidocaine, 75 milligrams by IV push. Oh, yes. I remember that. We were going for a walk. But I got so tired.
Yes, you rest now, darling. The doctor's going to make sure you're all better.
Oh. Rachel,
Yes?
is Amanda with you?
No, darling, she's at home.
Because I have this strangest feeling that I'm not going to see her anymore.
Yes, Mac, you are. Just as soon as we get you back to Bay City.
Oh. Where are we now? Where are we now?
St. Croix.
Oh, yes. Oh, Janice.
I'll explain everything to you, darling, when you're stronger.
Okay, let's get him to the ambulance right away. Yes, sir.
The man that was lying right there, what's happened to him?
He's on his way to the hospital.
Is he alive?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, is this yours?
No.
Hello, it's Dr. Matthews.
Oh, thank goodness I found you.
Who is it, Rachel?
Yeah, it's Rachel, Russ.
Rachel, where are you?
I'm in St. Croix.
What are you doing in St. Croix?
I'm at a hospital here.
Oh, Rachel, what's wrong? Is there something wrong? Are you ill?
Russ, I need your help.
Hi, nurse. Can I fix your drink?
What is it?
May I speak to Mrs. Bancroft and Mr. Frame alone, please?
Brian, is there something wrong?
Well, I think that maybe I should go back to my suite.
Thank you.
Iris, honey, you just call me if you need help, okay? Sure.
I just received a phone call from Rachel as I was leaving the office. She tells me that Mac is in the hospital in critical condition. She's with him now. He's still alive, but,
What do you mean still alive? What's happened to him? Has he been in an accident?
Iris.
Where is he?
He's in a hospital in St. Croix.
I've got to go to him. I've got to make a phone call.
Iris, arrangements are being made to fly him here to Bay City so that Russ and Dr. Cook can take care of him.
It's his heart?
It is his heart, but it's not a heart attack.
But he is alive?
Yes.
Well, then what's the problem with his heart?
All right, I'll tell you the facts, just as Rachel told them to me.
Rachel? What has Rachel got to do with it?
Please, let's all sit down, shall we? Willis, come on, please. All right, these are the facts. For some time, Rachel has believed that Mac was more seriously ill than he or Janice let on.
Well, is that true? Is Rachel really? How could she have known about it?
Rachel was right, Iris.
Was she?
Yes, Rachel followed Mac and Janice to St. Croix, and she found that...
Found what?
Mac has been suffering from Damtrex poisoning.
No, you said it was his heart.
Damtrex is a drug that helps prevent heart attacks, but it can also be toxic. If too much is taken, it can cause heart block, which results in a fatal heart attack if it's not taken care of in time.
Daddy didn't even tell me he was on medication.
Will you please let me finish?
Did Janice know about this?
Yes, I'm afraid she did.
Well, then why didn't she get help?
She was following a plan.
Oh, no. Oh, no, you're not going to tell me that Mac was attempting suicide.
No, it wasn't.
Then, I don't understand.
Janice was poisoning Mac.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Yes, I am. Janice and Mitch Blake were in it together.
Mitch Blake?
Yes. He and Janice were having an affair.
No, it was Rachel and Mitch who were having the affair.
Well, Rachel suspected that something was wrong, so she followed Mitch to St. Croix, hoping that he would lead her to Mac and Janice.
Brian, where's Janice right now?
Well, she's in St. Croix, but...
Has she admitted all this, or is this Rachel's word against hers?
It's a little late for admission.
Will you tell me why everyone is so hell-bent to believe everything Rachel says and nothing that Janice says? Rachel has been trying to get her from the beginning.
There's something you should know.
No, I don't want to hear any more explanations of Rachel's wild theories.
They are no longer wild theories.
That's all they have ever been, all along.
What do you mean? All they've ever been...
Now, Willis, you're going to have to believe me. I have no reason to lie to you.
Then why are you defending Rachel?
Look, I know how difficult this must be.
Look, I'll just talk to Janice. She'll tell me the truth. Now, will you tell me how I get in touch with her at St. Croix?
You can't talk to her.
Oh, why? Is she in jail? Is that what Rachel did? She went down there, accused her, she got arrested, she's in jail?
No, you see, she tried to save Max.
You're talking about Rachel still. I want to know what happened to Janice.
Janice is dead, Phyllis. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
What happened? I want to know, Brian.
Janice saw Rachel at the house and tried to kill her. Mitch Blake was there, and when he tried to disarm Janice, she stabbed him.
Janice stabbed Mitch.
Yes, and then she attacked Rachel, and during the struggle there...
No, Brian, no. No, none of this is true.
He's undergoing surgery on the island. They don't know whether he'll make it.
Brian, when did this happen?
Short time ago.
It's too horrible to believe.
Yes, I know, baby.
When Daddy had the flu, Rachel came to me and she asked me to speak to Janice and tell Janice that I wanted to see Daddy.
Yes, I remember you telling me about it.
I wouldn't help Rachel. Did she know then that he was being poisoned?
Yes, she did.
Why didn't she tell me?
Would you have believed it?
No. Are you satisfied now with that precious sister of yours? She had everything. She didn't know how to keep it. She ruined everyone who was kind to her. She ruined back. She ruined me.
Iris?
She deserved what she took. You hear me? She deserved to die.
The Rubber Glove.
I made your drink for you, baby.
I don't want it, thank you.
You asked me to make it.
I don't want it now.
Okay. Did you talk to the police in St. Croix?
Yeah. Yeah, the captain couldn't tell me very much.
Why not?
Some kind of a procedure.
Didn't they believe you were who you said you were?
I don't know, Gwen. He seemed very kind.
What did he say, honey?
He confirmed everything that Rachel told Brian. Of course, he doesn't really know the story the way I do.
Don't do this to yourself, Willis.
No, I've got to face it.
I think you have.
No, I haven't even started yet.
Well, it takes some time.
It was such a nightmare, Gwen. The things Brian said.
I know. I wish I were there with you.
No, it's much better that you weren't there.
I don't think so, dear.
I just sat there trying not to believe it.
I know, baby.
I was loyal right straight to the bitter end, wasn't I?
Of course you were. You were her brother.
Yeah, well, she was already dead. And I'm still blaming Rachel for everything.
Don't think about that now.
What else is there to think about, Gwen? How can I not think about it?
Just try to remember Janice as she was. Beautiful lady, all arms and legs.
Yeah, well, I can't get past the horror of what she was trying to do. And then I start to cry for her.
I know, baby. I know.
Well, I gotta go and call Emma and Vince.
Oh, there's plenty of time for that, sweetheart.
What am I gonna say to them, Gwen?
I'll call them if you...
No. It's my responsibility. I think I'll wait until I know a little more.
That makes sense, darling.
None of it makes any sense.
I know it seems that way, sweetheart.
That
that person that Brian kept describing, that creature. I didn't love her. I didn't even know her.
No, I don't think you did.
All I can remember is a scraggly little thin kid laughing and running around and playing, and then she'd fall down and she'd cry. And, you know, that's what I remember most. Jansky crying.
Well, I'm sure you guys had some happy times, too.
I don't think so. I think they were all my imagination. I don't think Janice was ever happy. She hated Chadwell, and she...
Well, she wasn't born hating Chadwell and life on the farm.
She always wanted more.
So did you.
Yeah, and so did Steve. Oh, boy, she really thought he was the greatest thing that ever walked.
I know, I remember.
And then he died. She transferred all of it to me. But it was different.
In what way?
She never lied to him. She never tried to use him.
All right, don't think about that.
I have to think about it. It's the truth.
But good or bad, Willis, she loved you. Can't forget that.
Why are you being so kind about her after the way she treated you?
Because it's the truth. In her own way, Janice loved you very, very much. Maybe even more than she ever loved Steve.
And why? Why did she do those things?
I can't answer that, dear. I don't think anyone can answer it. I think they're questions about Janice which probably will never be answered.
Well, I'm going to know.
Oh, baby. Hush now.
Oh, Gwen, if you could only have heard I was screaming. Gwen.
I know, baby. I know.
The reaction to this drug is individual. There's a very narrow margin between the toxic level and the therapeutic level.
Well, do you know how much of the drug Janice gave him?
No, but I'd certainly like to figure that out.
Will that determine your course of treatment?
No, we can't get rid of the drug in his system. His body has to do that. All we can do is to treat the side effects.
You mean that the heart problems that the drug is causing?
Yes. Now, the doctor in St. Croix has not ruled out a heart attack yet. Even if he does...
What, you mean he might still have one?
Yes.
So then nobody knows how much of the drug Max had, right?
That's it. Nobody except Janice. Jamie, do you remember Harry Must Die?
Sure. The author had the woman give her husband a quarter teaspoon a day.
A quarter?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And if I could just figure out when Janice started. Wait a minute.
What are you getting?
She must have started the drug right after Mac's second physical.
Well, how do you figure that?
Because she waited 5 days between Mac's bout with the flu and the time she brought him in for the second physical. She must have been giving it to him then.
But she stopped.
Yes, so we wouldn't be able to detect the effects of it.
I see. And then after your clean bill of health, she started giving him the drug again.
Uh-huh. That sounds about right. Oh, no.
What?
I've just figured out the minimum she must have given him by now. Stay tuned for the conclusion of...